Hey everyone, so I've been doing a bit more work on the outdoor boiler project to give extra central heating for indoors. So I was just taking some of the fittings off the boiler unit just to have a look at them, and one of the commenters mentioned that there's a spreader T inside the heat exchanger which can melt and would probably have melted if I'd let that thing boil dry too long, and that's it here. So this was originally on the side of the boiler, and this is a spreader which goes in here like that, and then as the return, I think it was the central heating return, the hot water return from the hot water cylinder coil would come in through there and then just spread out through there into the bottom half of the heat exchanger and come out the top again. But in my case it's going to be a pumped system, so I'm going to actually be pumping the water in through the two connections at the top. I'll just make a T-piece up and just try and pump it in equally at the top, because when you have the cold water coming in through the top, you can extract a bit more heat that way, rather than having the cold water coming in the bottom and then getting heated up and coming at the top. Might reduce the flue gas temperature just a little bit. And hopefully I might not even need this plastic piece in there, to be honest, if I run it the opposite direction. But I'd like to hear what people's thoughts are on doing that, because it might not actually work properly. So as for digging the trench, well, it's been quite eventful. I unearthed my water main and battered it a few times with a hammer by accident because I didn't even see it. So I was trying to break through the concrete. That was a water main to my house, with a nice big dent in it. Dent or two actually. And then I unearthed the gas main, but I was very careful in that regard because it had caution tape over it, so you can just kind of see it under there, so I've been very, very careful there. It just sort of comes round in an arc and disappears away under there for some reason, which is quite weird because I thought all the utilities would come in from the front there, but it doesn't seem to always be the case. For some odd reason, everything's coming in through the back of the house. But still, I cannot actually get this all filled in until the HEP 2.0 fittings arrive. This is just the 22mm HEP 2.0 pipe. Well, it's HEP 2.0 compatible, I think. It's still barrier pipe, so it's the right stuff. And it's just going to be joined onto these pipes in here, which I've carefully prepared. So I'll just be able to slide the fittings on, join them up, bury it, and then that'll be it. As you can see, here's the ends of them here, so I'll just put another fitting on there and then it'll just be copper rising out of the ground. I've got the power cable and networking, and there's I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, but there's a pipe that I broke through down there. Like, I had a look at it, it was like there's a clay pipe, and I was able to get my shovel down the end of it, but it turns out it's actually connecting onto another clay pipe in there. But it's like it's never had water going through it in its life. I've had this open for quite a while and I've never even seen any water coming out even when it's raining. And it was just running there, so I just flushed a load of water down it from the hose pipe and it comes out into my drain down there, so that's quite weird.